You've probably heard all the benefits of getting into a deep squat, and so you give it a shot. But every time you try, you feel like your tendons are going to snap and you feel like you're going to fall over backwards. You try stretching, but it doesn't really do anything. Foam rolling doesn't seem to help, and watching squat videos just makes you feel doomed to a life of weakness. So what do? It's not that you can't do a deep squat, it's because your brain won't let you. And the way most people try to fix it makes it worse, and so they give up on it. But there's one simple move that almost nobody teaches. It gives you the depth, balance, and confidence to squat like your body was built to. It will increase your ankle mobility, and it bypasses your brain because it feels normal. This old school move builds your squat, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. But first we have to work our way up to it. One of the most common reasons people can't get down into a deep squat is because they lack the ankle mobility. Maybe you're one of them. We're going to start with a progression that takes away the pressure put on the ankle. So this variation is great for people with ankle issues, and the good news is that it improves the ankle mobility while you're doing it. This is the elevated heel squat. You'll want to grab something to put under your heels. A couple of books roughly the same thickness, or even a long 2x4. Space it out so you can place your feet about a hip's width apart. Step on them with your heels, and this will be your starting position. Bend at the knees and drop your butt towards your heels. Keep your back as straight as possible and let your knees go forward over your toes. Get down to where your upper legs are at least parallel with the ground, but you'll want to work up to the point where you can rest your butt on your heels. Hang out in this position for a few seconds to get used to it, and then stand back up. That's all there is to it. Work your way up to about 10 controlled reps and get down into the deep position. If you can do that, you've built up enough ankle mobility and leg strength for balance and control, and you're ready to move on to the next exercise. This next exercise should seem familiar because it basically is the same exercise, but this time you're not going to rely on a book or a 2x4 for support. But you're still going to squat with your ankles off the ground, which is going to require more work from your ankles, which is no problem because the previous exercise built up enough strength and mobility to do this one. This is the body weight hack squat. A lot of people squat like this naturally. In fact, it's often called the Western squat. Stand up straight with your feet flat on the ground. Again, your feet are going to be hip width and slightly turned out. Start dropping your butt down into the squat position while driving your knees forward over your toes. Let your heels come off the ground. Do this slowly. Drop your butt all the way to the heels as low as you can get while keeping your back straight. Keep your arms straight ahead to start out with. It'll help you balance and make the exercise a bit easier. As you get better at it, you can change your arm position to increase the challenge, but only if you can do it while keeping your back straight and without leaning forwards. Cross your arms and touch the opposite shoulder to increase the challenge. And once you get used to that, put your hands behind your head to increase the challenge even more. Once you're at the point where you can do a few reps with a slow, controlled tempo, and you're able to sit down into the bottom position for a few seconds, you're good to move on to the third and final progression of this squat. By now you've built up the ankle and hip mobility and developed the quad strength you need. It's time to load the movement up with some weight. This is going to improve your ankle and hip mobility even further. It's going to strengthen the quads like nothing else and help you get those knees to bend to their natural limit. But you want to start light here, because the leverage on this one gets pretty crazy. You might feel like you can start out heavy, but then as you drop down, you'll realize just how much stability you need with this one, because the weight is going to be behind you. This is the kettlebell hack squat. Stand up, feet flat on the ground, hold the kettlebell behind you with your hands on the horns. Start in the same position as you did with the body weight hack squat. Drop into the bottom position slowly, because as you'll notice, the kettlebell will pull you backwards. You'll notice a tendency for your shoulders to pull forward to help you balance. Try to resist this by keeping your back straight. Let the kettlebell help pull you back a little bit to stay balanced in the position. Again, slow is the key here. Once you get to the bottom, pause for a second before coming back up. Drive through the balls of your feet. When you can get 10 good quality reps at this weight, go up to the next kettlebell size. Work on your kettlebell hack squat for a month or so, and then give the deep squat another try, and it should feel effortless.